Our top story, the Trump administration denying Georgia's request to extend the deadline for Hurricane Helene victims to receive assistance from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. But that doesn't mean that everyone in coastal Georgia, one of the hardest hit areas, has rebuilt and moved on. WSAV's Christine Quayle is taking a look at what some hurricane victims are still going through months later and talking to local organizations about how they'll try to fill the gaps no longer covered by FEMA.
So, Ben, limited internet access, lack of technical knowledge about how to complete an online application, and several other factors, all resulting in many hurricane victims who filed delayed FEMA assistance applications. And while many people did receive their federal aid, others didn't. Others were stuck in the application process, and others were still dealing with appeals. The Trump administration responded to Governor Brian Kemp's request for an extension to FEMA's disaster assistance program for Hurricane Helene victims on Friday. In short, the answer was no. A senior official with the Trump administration writing in a letter to Kemp, it's been determined that the increased level of funding you've requested is not warranted.
I mean, yes, they sent a field person here, but the people making those decisions are the ones that need to be here and see. Trump's taken over. And I like Trump. I voted for him, but and he's done a lot of good things since he's taken office in the short period of time. But that's one that I probably would question about them not extending.
Barry Depp is one of the many people who's still rebuilding because his home was destroyed by Hurricane Debbie.
You go to the kitchen, no sink, so I can't cook, really. I mean, I have a microwave that I can cook in, but...
And then the damage was made worse after Helene.
Bedroom. And this is the one that's got on the outside a hole in the roof that came from a tree branch falling from the wind, knocking it down from Hurricane Helene. That's the part where it's got the little, where it was jagged edge, and there's where it's covered.
Oh wow, that's a pretty sizable hole. Well, Deb says he's received money from FEMA. He tells News 3 the process was difficult.
And because of the fact that I'm not internet savvy, I would go use my phone sometimes, being my main computer's down, and I would go to the Richmond Hill Library sometimes.
And advocates say he's not alone in that.
And that rebuild looks different for everyone. So for families that do not have a lot of resources, or there could be a technology gap and things of that nature where they don't have access to actually be able to complete those applications, not being able to have that extension can be extremely impactful to how they, in a sense, make their households whole again.
Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff responding to the Trump administration's denial this week by saying it's wrong and urging the president to reconsider. Moving forward, organizations like Family Promise say they'll be stepping in to take over some of the relief efforts that you can no longer apply to through FEMA. If you'd like to learn more about Family Promise or other similar organizations, you can visit our website, and that's WSAV.com. Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3, on your side.